Welcome to Body Blueprints. Today we're going to be covering how you can drop body fat fast. Whether your weight loss journey starts today or you're nearly at your goal, but struggling to drop that final 1 to 2% and reveal your six-pack, by the end of this video, you'll have learned everything you need to know to achieve your fat loss goals. There is only one formula to dropping body fat. This formula, simply put, is burning a greater amount of calories than you consume. This is called a calorie deficit. By achieving a calorie deficit, your body has no choice but to use fat stores as energy. This is how you drop body fat. The idea of a calorie deficit is no secret when it comes to weight loss. However, many people struggle to achieve this deficit on their weight loss journey due to hidden and overlooked factors. Let's lay out the blueprint of everything you need to do to get yourself into that calorie deficit fast and efficiently. There are 4 factors contributing to calories out, collectively known as your total daily energy expenditure. It's essential to consider all elements of this. Basal metabolic rate, energy required to sustain essential daily functions. This is the total calories you will burn through simply existing. Exercise activity thermogenesis, energy expended during planned exercise. These are the calories you burn through your workouts. NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, energy spent on subconscious movement. Things you do in your daily routine will burn calories without you even realizing. I guess washing the dishes does have its benefits. Thermic effect of feeding, energy required to digest food. Yes, by eating, your body burns fat. All of these make up your total daily energy expenditure. And as long as this number is greater than your calorie consumption, you will burn body fat. Aim for a deficit of 200 to 300 calories and adjust if weight loss plateaus. Let's look at BMR. Think of your BMR as the amount of calories your body will burn if you stayed in bed all day. Just a function of your digestive, immune, cardiovascular, and respiratory systems will burn calories in significant amounts. The calories burned by your BMR should equate to roughly 70% of your total daily calorie expenditure. This shows it's not all about training like crazy when it comes to getting ripped. A lot of this is done effortlessly. Working out your BMR will be very helpful to then calculate how many calories you need to consume or burn to create your deficit. This is a formula to create your rough BMR. Take a screenshot if you can't work it out right now. So, we've burned our calories by existing. Now we can incorporate exercise as a tool to create further energy expenditure. This is our EAT, exercise activity thermogenesis. If our calories in versus out are balanced without exercising daily, incorporating it into our daily routine will create a calorie deficit. This, compounded consistently over time, will cause your body fat to burn as energy to fuel your workouts. Calorie expenditure can be created by anything from a spin class to yoga, literally any exercise imaginable. There's no secret exercise that will get you lean, but there are definitely exercises you should be doing to excel your fat loss more efficiently. You must be given extra focus to compound weight training. Compound movements are your big lifts, which require multiple muscles and joints to work to perform the exercise. Examples of compounds include squats, bench press, military press, and deadlifts to name a few. Let's compare the barbell squat with the barbell curl. The squat, we are working the quads, hamstrings, and glutes all as primary muscles. The barbell curl, just the biceps should be working. This is known as an isolation movement. And due to this one small muscle working alone, less energy is required to perform the movement, compared to the squat, which is working multiple and much larger muscles. Take this into account when creating your training regime. As a rule of thumb, if fat loss is your aim, get as much of the body moving as possible. Compound movements will also result in more muscle development, which is not only great for our vanity, but will also contribute to getting or staying leaner. The food we consume is used to repair broken down muscle tissue. By performing these compound lifts, there will be regular muscle tissue needing to be repaired, and as a result, our body will burn calories by performing the rebuild process, which will require a good amount of the protein and carbs we consume to do this, meaning less calories wasted and converting to fat stores. This covers our planned exercise, otherwise known as exercise activity thermogenesis. Now, let's take a look at the subconscious exercise, otherwise known as NEAT. This will be the daily activities or movements we complete, burning calories without even realizing. Sitting up to grab the remote, walking from class to class, getting changed after your workout. All of these minimal effort tasks add up to create roughly 15% of your daily calorie expenditure. It's not the ideal method, but in theory, you can create a calorie deficit without even exercising if you made an effort to maximise the need to perform these NEAT activities. By taking the stairs at every given opportunity versus taking the elevator, you'll add to your calories burned. By walking to work or even to the bus stop, you'll add to your calories burned. Staying on your feet whilst taking a phone call will add to your calories burned. Okay, you get the idea. But by opting to make these lifestyle changes, you can quite easily create or increase your calorie deficit without adding grueling sessions on the Stairmaster. The final piece to the total daily energy expenditure is TEF, thermic effect of food. This is the amount of calories your body burns by processing food. I briefly mentioned earlier how food is utilised better when muscle repairs are taking place. The TEF is referring directly to the energy or calories required to digest the food. This can differ massively depending on the macronutrient. For example, here's 300 calories worth of fat from this avocado. Of the 300 calories, you will burn 2% of the consumed amount, which is roughly 6 calories. This will be a net consumption of 294. Through digesting this same 300 calorie portion of carbs in this toast, you will burn 10% of the calories, producing a net consumption of 270. And finally, protein. This 300 calories of steak will result in a huge 25% calorie burn to process, resulting in a net consumption of 225. As you can see here, protein is going to be your optimal macro choice in terms of how it can affect body composition, as you'll actually be consuming the fewest net calories per gram consumed. Not to mention, it's the most satiating macro, meaning it will keep you feeling fuller than the other macros, helping keep you within your deficit goals, reducing the temptation to overeat. Aim to consume around 1.5 to 2 grams per kilo of body weight. This equates to an 80 kg person consuming around 120 to 160 grams of protein per day. Find this number for yourself and then work out the other macros around this. Now that we know all 4 ways we burn calories, here's a few crucial factors you might not be considering that can really be the difference when it comes to shedding body fat. Just a quick one though, please like this video if you've learned something so far and subscribe so that our blueprints can help you on your fitness journey. One of the biggest reasons why people fail to drop body fat is they underestimate the effect their cheat days have on their weight loss journey. One terrible day of dieting can ruin an entire week of solid progress. So think twice before you sink 10 pints of Guinness at the weekend, because it can set you back to square one. This is why moderation is key when it comes to cheating on your diet. Opt to have one cheat meal versus an entire cheat day. This will limit the amount of damage you can do to your progress. Dehydration will only result in negatives when it comes to fat loss. Poor decision making and lowered mental clarity combined with perceived hunger caused by dehydration will often result in unnecessary snacking and calorie intake, ruining the deficit. To ensure you start the day off right, try drinking a pint of ice cold water first thing to ignite the metabolism and rehydrate your body. Lack of sleep will result in the body and mind not working to its maximum efficiency. Physical tiredness will make you less likely to want to train and move the body. This will decrease the calories burned in your eat and NEAT categories. The systems mentioned earlier that create your BMR simply won't be functioning to their full potential, reducing the total calories burned. In addition, tiredness will increase the craving to use food as an energy source, increasing your calorie consumption. Combine all these negative effects lack of sleep brings, and you can see how it's not that difficult to destroy your calorie deficit. Hopefully now you know exactly how to get in a calorie deficit and can enjoy watching the fat drop. Catch you on the next one.